Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers are going through a bad time and this has left fans terrified. The end of the season is coming and will LeBron James be a free agent? Will he go to another team? Or will he sign with the Lakers again? The Lakers need Luka Doncic to take on the role of big star and for Rob Pelinka to sign solid, athletic players next season to give LeBron James another championship. The Lakers want to re-sign LeBron James for $1 million salary. How LeBron James plans to help the Lakers maximize the roster around Luka Doncic. As the 2024-25 campaign draws to a close, the Los Angeles Lakers are already putting together their plans for the upcoming offseason. In the case of LeBron James, the latest intel suggests that the King may opt out of his player option to help his team build a contender around Luka Doncic. LeBron will likely opt out of his $50.6 million player option, but he is not expected to leave Los Angeles, wrote Brett Siegel of Clutch Points. Last offseason, James made it clear to Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office that he would be willing to take a slight pay cut if it meant them targeting impactful talents who could increase the team's championship odds. He will very likely do the same this summer. With a $52.6 million player option for next season, LeBron James can opt out and become a free agent as early as this summer. Even at 40 years old, the 4X champion is still widely coveted by teams across the league with averages of 24.5 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game this season. James, who was drafted in 2003, has almost total control over his NBA future, and he designed it that way. Early on in his career, LeBron typically signed for the max as he did with the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and his first contract with the Lakers. More recently, however, LeBron has been signing short-term deals that have allowed him to maintain contractual flexibility. This summer, instead of just opting into his player option, it looks like LeBron could opt out to take a pay cut and help the Lakers build around their new franchise star, Luka Doncic. LeBron has already recognized Doncic as the future, and allowing the Lakers to build a proper team around him could make a huge difference in their performance next season and beyond. Most importantly, the Lakers need a big man, and if they have more money to spend on one, it will surely increase their odds of making a move that moves the needle. Of course, before the Lakers worry about next season, they'll have to get back on the right track in this campaign, and that starts with better play from LeBron. The Lakers have grand plans for the future, but they aren't ready to give up on this season, either. As the leader and culture setter of the Lakers locker room, LeBron James' impact cannot be understated, and when he plays badly, it holds the entire team back. On Friday, LeBron himself recognized his need for improvement and promised to be better after a horrid performance against the Bulls, where he made 3 critical mistakes down the stretch. "Yeah, that one's on me for sure. Won't happen again. My bad for FKN your 8 hours of sleep up," wrote James in a reply to Cuffs the legend. No matter how well he plays, we know LeBron James will have a place on the Lakers for however long he wants it. As arguably the greatest player ever, LeBron has earned the ultimate job security, and what his next NBA contract looks like is entirely up to him. This season, with averages of 24.5 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game for the Lakers, we know what LeBron is capable of. Now, if he can just find his rhythm and return to his typical standard of play, the Lakers will be set to make some noise this season and perhaps in the seasons to come. Kendrick Perkins sounds the alarm on LeBron James. He's only 70% healthy. In a segment on First Take this Friday, veteran NBA big man Kendrick Perkins shared a potentially critical update on Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James. According to Perkins, LeBron is not at full strength right now as he's recovering from lingering injuries that have him playing at 70% health. "Here's the most important thing, LeBron James is not healthy," Perkins said on First Take. "I think he's probably about 70–75%. So again, we're talking about a time where you're supposed to be peaking going into the postseason, and the Lakers are trending backward. My sources are telling me he's not healthy." LeBron James only recently returned to action from a groin injury, which kept him out for 2 weeks earlier in the season. With the Lakers taking a cautious approach, nobody questioned if James was ready to return, but Perkins says he's not yet at full health, and it's showing in his play. LeBron is in a rough spot right now in what has otherwise been a solid season. In 62 games for the Lakers, he's averaging 24.5 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game on 51.2% shooting. In the aftermath of the Luka Doncic trade, LeBron has been a steady hand for the team, and he's been helping make the transition as smooth as possible. At first, the Lakers were rolling with Luka and James on the floor, winning 8 straight games in early March. Los Angeles was as high as the second seed in the West. Over the last 5 games, however, LeBron has really been struggling, and it's pulled the Lakers down. Since March 8 against the Celtics, James is averaging just 18.6 points per game on 42.6% shooting. The Lakers are 1-4 in this span, with their sole win being a 1-point victory over the Pacers on Wednesday. The loss to the Bulls last night was arguably James' worst game of the season. He finished with 17 points on 40% shooting, but he also made several mistakes down the stretch that ultimately cost his team the win. At 44-29 and losers of 6 in their last 10 games, the Lakers need to flip their current trajectory and get back on course in time for the playoffs. With the Western Conference being deeper than ever, the Lakers need every advantage they can get to make a run this season, but they'll need everyone healthy more than anything. After an ugly stretch of injuries, it seems the Lakers are finally whole again, but it could take some time for everyone to shake off the rust. For James, it's imperative that he's 100% healthy in time for the playoffs, and it's clear he's nowhere near that right now. At 40 years old, the process is more complicated for LeBron, but Lakers fans can be assured that the King is doing everything he can to return to full power, even if it means missing more games in the final 2 weeks of the season. In the end, only time will tell if LeBron James can return to form, but if he's limited, then it makes the Lakers even more vulnerable in the frontcourt. LeBron James slammed following worst loss. James Worthy calls out bonehead LA Lakers defeat. The Los Angeles Lakers lost to a stunning late shot from Josh Giddey, but they also have themselves to blame. Josh Giddey's dramatic half-court winner earned a dramatic victory for the Chicago Bulls, their 4th successive win. It was the Bulls' 2nd win in a week over the LA Lakers, and this one came amid a dramatic late sequence. Giddey's game winner was spectacular, yet there was also a real sense the Lakers blew this game, and LeBron James' late turnover was a critical error. James Worthy on LA Lakers loss. Showtime Lakers legend James Worthy was unhappy with the team's lack of focus late in the 119-117 to the Chicago Bulls. Speaking post-game on Spectrum, Worthy picked out LeBron James' mistake as one of the keys to the defeat. He said, "You just can't be that damn careless at the end of a game, not protecting the basketball after you fought back. Austin Reeves hits that shot, and then Giddey hits that shot. I mean, LeBron, that inbounds pass was so careless. You just got to take care of the basketball." Worthy also criticized the Lakers' lack of discipline in their defensive rotations, expressing exasperation with the team's defeat. He pointed to a late corner 3 scored by the Bulls, with LeBron dragged out of position and too late to cover. Worthy said, "I also did not like the rotation. Stay with your man until you know you don't have to." He added, "When they look back at this one, man, it's going to be a shameful loss. To me, this might be the worst loss of the year. This was just a bonehead loss, just a bonehead loss." LeBron James owned his mistake. Speaking post-game, LeBron James owned his mistake and admitted he got it wrong with the turnover. He commented, "Horrible turnover by myself, bad miscommunication," before praising Austin Reeves for still giving his team a chance to win, before Giddey's late heroics. The night before, LeBron James was the hero, with his tip-in buzzer beater against the Indiana Pacers sealing a 120-119 victory. Luka Doncic's mid-season move to the LA Lakers has left him playing catch-up. LA Lakers superstar Luka Doncic spoke honestly following the team's dramatic 120-119 win at the Indiana Pacers. Discussing teammates LeBron James and Austin Reeves, Doncic admitted he has a long way to catch up to replicate their chemistry, with the two players being part of the same team for the past 4 years. Doncic admits he must learn, study, and adjust to his new teammates, which will take time. But there is one player with who he already has a striking connection. Jackson Hayes' impact. One player who has enjoyed an instant connection with Luka Doncic on the LA Lakers is teammate Jackson Hayes. Hayes and Doncic were associates long before they were teammates, sharing the same agents, and they linked up instantly off the court after the trade. In a bizarre twist, Hayes had admitted the Mavericks had once tried to trade for him, where he could previously have linked up with Doncic. Together the pair have hit it off at the Lakers, and Jackson Hayes was described as one of the important players in the Lakers' last gasp win over the Indiana Pacers. Speaking to Run It Back, former NBA star Chandler Parsons said, "Jackson Hayes unbelievable last night. He is the key to this team, giving them that lob threat, giving them that athletic five, altering shots on a defensive end, also giving Luka that lob threat on the offensive end." In just 18 minutes, Jackson Hayes scored 13 points, also adding 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Hayes was recently talked up by Lakers legend Byron Scott, who believes he should be thanking GM Rob Pelinka every day for bringing Luka Doncic in. Parsons praised Lakers' win. The Lakers had come under big pressure after losing the 3 previous games. During that span their defense had taken a step back, with the low light being 146 scored on them by the Bulls. This victory over the Pacers was a better effort, with Parsons commenting, "This was a great balanced win. I don't think they looked great, unbelievable, but they did enough to win the game, they defended, they win the game, they got stops when it mattered." When you lose 7 of 10 games, this is a huge win. The Lakers return to action tonight at the Chicago Bulls, looking to improve on their 44-28 record, which has them 4th in the Western Conference.